Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the absence of any content for the last couple of weeks. I have been on my holidays. Haven't been anywhere, just haven't been in any kind of working mood whatsoever. So this is the first one back in a wee while, and I'm going to talk to you about the Obi-Wan Kenobi episodes 4, 5 and 6, what I generally think about them. I would maybe break them down episode by episode, but do you know what? There's not really much to break down, is there? Oh, and sorry if you hear my fan in the background, but it's warmer than Satan's arse crack in here, so I must be cooled down. I must, or I die. So if you've seen the first video with the first 3 episodes, you know I'm not a big fan of this. Been a couple of good wee bits here and there, but it actually got worse from episode 4 onwards. Because episode 4, Leia has been kidnapped again by the Sith Inquisitor. Again, and it's like, you'd think Vader would be like, what are you doing? Why are you grabbing fucking Republic senators, you dick? Imperial senators' children? What, are you fucking mental? You're going to bring the ire of the Empire on your own skull and bones, you wee dolly. But no, that's not what happened. She like takes her to this Inquisitor base in the middle of an ocean. I don't know if it's an ocean planet or just an ocean. And turns out they've got no defences. No guns, no nothing. Because who would be stupid enough to assault that place in the middle of the fucking ocean? People with boats, if they know you've got no guns, they can read your building, and they can use their sensors and other wee doofy dangers and hiddly biddlies and go, oh, they've got no guns. Oh, easy pickings. Nyarf. So, anyway, Leia gets taken there by Reva. Obi-Wan Kenobi gets taken to that Jedi smuggling place where they smuggle out Jedi and other people that are sympathetic to the Jedi Order or the Old Republic. And then you've got Ice Cube's boy turns up and, why you get him out of here, he's a Jedi. And he's like, right, fuck you then, you bearded dick. And he's like, can't help him, my wife was a Jedi and was taken by the Inquisitors and killed and that. No, we can't do it, but we just can't help. Oh, but there's a way in there. Oh, aye, we can help. See, the writing in this is no very good, it's a bit shoddy. It's a bit all over the place when you really think about it, and they're like talking like, can't do it, 2 seconds later, can do it, aye. And you'll pick up on wee things like that all through this series. It's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. Aye, so they've convinced Ice Cube's boy to crushed ice, or ice pube, or whatever you want to call him. They convince him within just 2 seconds. So they go to this place, and Obi-Wan swims in the Imperial officer bird that was pretending to be the Imperial officer. She just walks in. Fair enough, she's in costume. She's got all her wee badges and her wee hingy-majiggeries and bibbly-bops and her lovely wee hat on, and aye, so she gets sent to the base, even though there's a wee bit of sort of like contention. You're not really meant to be here, but she pulls rank on the Stormtrooper and they let her in. Right, because they have to, because otherwise the plot would be humped, she'd get shot dead, and then that'd be that. Then Obi-Wan, like I say, swims in and uses the Force, God forbid, in this fucking program, uses the Force a couple of times, and makes it seem like there's somebody in an adjacent corridor to distract these 2 Stormtroopers. So they waltz in, and abracadabra, you're a pumpkin. Finds a Jedi like tomb, like a long line of Jedis in this what looks like amber, like see what they found that mosquito in the Jurassic Park, kinda like that. We don't know if they're alive or dead. I'm gonna guess they're dead. Because they never make mention of them again, so well, not in the original trilogy. Okay, what's the bet? They're going to remake that next. Just you fucking watch. And then what else happens? Oh, Reva questions Leia, even though she literally knows nothing. She's fucking 10-year-old. What the fuck did you fucking? I'm not a fan of this, by the way. I'm not a fan of this. The acting's not the best either. It's kind of like, so this episode didn't need to exist. Did they get fun out? Of course they did. There's a bit where water's coming in through a window because a stormtrooper shot it. You think if they're going to have a base that's underwater, they'd either have no windows, or windows that could take at least 5 blaster shots before they puncture and cave in. No. But this is where Obi-Wan gets his second use of the Force in this episode, see? And then they go to escape, and it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Because I can't remember that, but Officer Bird's name, can't remember. Her. Can you tell I'm not really here? I'm like a ghost. I feel like a fucking ghost. Just trying to, you know, iterate what happens in this episode, and you know, it's like so bad. It's so boring that it doesn't need to exist. Anyway, right, so the Officer Bird, I don't know her name, and Obi-Wan and wee Leia go to escape, but they've got Leia underneath Obi-Wan's coat, and it's perfectly fucking obvious that he's got this big massive lump at the side of his leg. He'd be like, "What's that, mate? Is that a tumour, aye?" No, no, it's a prisoner. So, but they get fun out within about 3 seconds, because that was like, Christ, that was like Captain Jack Sparrow levels of idea, and he's a drunk. So, and in fairness to Jack Sparrow, most of his plans, you know, do come to some fruition, they come some good, not all the time, right enough, but aye. So they get fun out, and then these 2 snowspeeders show up for like Hoth. Remember them? Aye. Apparently they haul sewage. I didn't know they could hover, because one of them hovers. Reva manages to deflect every fucking shot that they fire. Nobody thinks. None of the Inquisitors think, use the Force, and then just hold them in place, because they could try and do that. They might shit themselves in the process, but you know, at least that would be more entertaining. No, they get away. Darth Vader goes mental at Reva, but she's like, I got a tracker on them, and that was always my plan. So you took them to your headquarters so you could let them escape, so you could find them again. Pardon me, well, that makes no fucking sense. Pardon me, well, Darth Vader must have a brain made of vegetable soup to believe that. Pish. Aye, so Darth Vader's the killer, and he's like, oh, right, okay, you got a tracker on them, so they follow them, but they're going to the next episode, which is another planet. Of course it is, where else would it be? Oh, one of the snow speeder guys that gets killed. Fuck knows, can't remember his name, who gives a shit? Could have been all of them for all I cared. Even Obi-Wan could be killed in this series. I'd be like, thank fuck for that. At least there'd be no more of this tosh. And then we get to the 5th episode, and then they're like, oh, we found them, Captain Vader, Sir Jobby, piss smart arsehole. Yeah, I know that, you put a tracker on them. Of course you fucking found them. Why didn't you just use the Force to find them if it's that fucking good? Can't it be that good, this Force? It works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe the Force needs some AAA batteries, or AA batteries every now and again, eh? Who knows? So they show up to this planet, and there's like, how are we going to escape? And you're like, well, we're going to fly out in that ship, you silly bastard. Aye, okay. Vader lands his troops, and they begin shooting at the door, which does fuck all. Then Obi-Wan comes up to her and has a wee chat saying, what are you doing, hen? There's a lot of people here that are just innocent. And he's like, I'm actually here for Darth Vader. And you're like, what? Not here for Obi-Wan. Well, she's kind of there for Obi-Wan, but apparently all this time she's been planning on killing Darth Vader. I don't know how that managed to sneak into the script. Probably because they needed it to. So, but then they're like, oh, you've been what now? So Obi's like, come on, we could do this together. No, I'll do it alone. And she sticks her lightsaber through the door, which melts it in about 3 seconds. Why no lead with that? We've seen it before with the Phantom Menace, and that leads another problem I'll discuss in the next part. So she cuts through the door, they all run away. The stormtroopers actually manage to kill some people. Fucking hell. And then they get to the ship. Vader lands. Reva's standing with fucking Obi-Wan. Oh, and wee Princess Leia's managed to fix, you know, the door, even though she's 10-year-old. Knows fuck all about mechanics. And oh, what was the tracking device? It was her wee droid. And then she just zaps it and it's fine. So it's like some tracking device that was. What if it fucking flew into something and just went, oh, well, fucking what happened here? Did I get pished last night? No, you get hacked last night. Essentially it'd be like a fucking droid version of a roofie, you know? So she opens the hangar bay doors, which were conveniently stuck. You know, even though you've got a Jedi there that could probably fucking open it at a fart's notice, but nah, never mind. Oh, aye, and that Imperial bird, Officer Bird, I call her, because I can't remember her name, because who gives a shit. She sacrifices herself needlessly. The stormtroopers get in, they close the main door, then she blows herself up with a fucking grenade, then Reva gets in 2 seconds later. Jesus. And then Darth Vader manages to catch shit mid-air as it's flying off, and they're like, wow, brilliant, you fucking dick! And then he fucking throws it at the ground and rips it open, but there was another ship behind that he didn't see, that none of us saw, and I'm, what? But he doesn't grab that one because he must have been a wee bit tired. It's like, oh, I've used my force powers, I'm going to have a frappuccino, cappuccino, esperanto, with fucking whipped cream and sprinkles, and a couple of marshmallow fucking dunkers. And then Reva tries to hit him. It's like he just walked up behind him and tries to scalp him with a lightsaber as if he's not going to notice. And he's like, oh, I knew what you were up to all along. Well, why didn't you kill her sooner then? Why did you... What was all this shite? What was all this series for? Why? Why did you let her join the Inquisitors? What good did it really do? Nothing. And then, in fairness to the show, Reva and Vader have quite a good wee lightsaber fight. And then Vader gets the better of her because, of course. And then he stabs her through the stomach. Again, apparently Anakin stabbed her through the stomach when she was a Wayne. So she's managed to survive 2 stomach punctures by a lightsaber. And then the Grand Inquisitor that she stabbed in the stomach as well. Remember, Qui-Gon Jinn got a stab in the stomach with a lightsaber and fucking died almost instantly. But this cunt's been twice, and then Grand Inquisitor's been hit once, and they're like, yeah, do you know what? Do you know what soothes a fucking mortal wound? A wee bit of vengeance. And he's like, then he sort of looks at her and then walks off, and they all walk off, and she sort of, oh, she should be dead. She should be dead, she should be melted. Remember the lightsaber that she was using to get in through that fucking bulkhead 2 seconds ago? Right, fucking cut to episode 6. The best and worst. We get a wee shot of Reva on Tatooine. Fuck knows how she got there. Because I was led to believe that the ships, there were 2, but there was really only 1. But then they conveniently needed to get away, so there was a second ship. And then the Imperium left, or the Empire left. Imperium, that's for 1 hour 40,000. The Empire left, so did she just teleport to Tatooine? We don't... Aye. And she's alive, so she's been stabbed in the gut twice. It would have melted her insides. You know, a sword of pure light and laser power. You would just go... Your insides would just go... Turn to soup. You'd be dead. There'd be no coming back for that. Somehow they come back for it in this. Why do they come back for it? Plot armor. They need to come back. So she goes looking for Lone Lars, because she's like, well... She hears a wee radio thing that fake Jedi dropped in the last episode, and he hears something, Bail Organa saying something about Luke. I don't know. Luke, Tatooine, some jobby, some wee prick. So she goes looking for Luke Skywalker and Tatooine. So this is, something the whole show should really have been about. Should have been about Luke and Obi, not Luke and Leia. Obi-Wan and Leia. This brain has just been addled. I thought it was age that was causing me to sort of slip into like this lapse of concentration. It's all this fucking drivel TV that I watch. Absolute bobbins. So the episode opens with a Last Jedi shot of the Empire and a Star Destroyer slowly chasing after this other ship. Even though they could probably fucking just blip in front of them and then have them crash into the fucking Star Destroyer. And it wouldn't even damage it. It would probably be disintegrated in its shields. Because it's just a civilian transport. It'll have minimal shields. It'll have no weaponry. And then Obi-Wan convinces everybody that it needs to bugger off again. You're running away. He said, no, I'm not running away. Vader's looking for me. No any of you lot. Doesn't even know who the fuck Leia is. Leia shouldn't even fucking be here. She has a wee greet. A wee moan. Are you leaving for again to save your ungrateful arse, you wee bitch? Fuck off. She fucks off. He gets in a ship. Flies away, and look, the ship that comes out of this other ship looks about half the size of it. I don't know where they were storing this fucking thing, but they've got the scale a wee bit, fuck. And lo and behold, Darth Vader follows Obi-Wan Kenobi's wee ship and leaves the other one alone, because you just wouldn't you? So they go to a planet, a rock planet, and I'm like, could they not have done something a wee bit more interesting? A fucking rock planet. It looks like the rock planet they found the Death Star laboratory on in Rogue One. only it's not raining. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same fucking place. Well, it's having a big fucking fight and reconciliation. Well, it's not really a reconciliation, but it sort of is, right? Having a big moment. Darth Vader's like, I like this, man. This is fucking smashing. We should have a secret base on it. Standing with your hands on hips. And then fights Obi-Wan Kenobi. The fight between Vader and Kenobi is good. It's what we should have had at the start. In fact, this should have been a... 1 should have been a movie, 2 should never have existed in the first place. Because it's crap. Quite frankly, I feel sorry for the people that worked on this. Not the writer, but the people, the effects team, you know, some of the actors. Not so much Ewan, because you get paid a fortune for doing this. That's probably the biggest reason he's back, let's be fucking honest. A paycheck's a paycheck, do you know what I mean? And he gets to pretend that he's a warrior again, instead of a fucking shitebag feminist that preaches to people about how important women are, then cheats on his fucking wife while he's filming a movie with some other cunt. Aye, fuck off. Oh, see, I got a little bit ranty there and political, I do apologise. So it cuts between Tatooine with Reva assaulting the fucking Owen farmstead, which I actually quite liked. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader battling each other. So Vader gets the better of Obi-Wan, of course, and then buries him underneath all this rock. But no, while he's underneath all this rock, keeping it above his head, he's having like an epiphany moment, and he hears all these other voices, and they're like, Obi-Wan, you're a useless fanny. How could you not even lift a couple of rocks, you fucking dick? You stink. When was the last time you had a fucking shower, you old jakey bastard? Wanting coffee? Fucking day jobs. I can't believe they did that. Fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi and his day job of slicing meat and then fucking stealing it. And then he gets out of his wee hole and he chases after Vader and batters fuck out of him. And sends all these fucking rocks into Vader's coupon, which he mostly deflects. And then batters his respirator in his chest. Why it's so exposed and easy to destroy, I don't know. 70s technology. And then he's like, I can't breathe. Sounds like one of the guys, you know, with the fucking throat things. No, I mean that. I'm here to fucking, I'm Darth Vader. And then he slices his helmet open and you see his eye. Except this is a rip-off of what happened in Rebels. But it's the other eye in Rebels. It's his right eye in this one. In Rebels, it's his left eye. So different. So original. And then they have a wee greeting match. I actually genuinely like this wee bit of conversation between the two of them. And Vader's like, it wasn't you that killed Anakin, I killed Anakin. And you're like, only two of us here, are you fucking nuts, mate? So does that mean that when you become a Sith, you do essentially become someone else? That's what I thought, and that's how I reconciled it when they changed the Return of the Jedi lineup of the Force Ghosts to, you know, original Obi-Wan, fucking Yoda, and then Hayden Christensen. Is because at that point, when he was that age, he ceased being Anakin Skywalker and became Darth Vader. And Obi-Wan does say this in A New Hope. So that was nice. But for whatever reason, and this is the dumbest part, is that Obi-Wan just leaves Vader on that planet alive. And you're like, why did you just leave him alive? You're now complicit in the murder of hundreds of thousands of people at the hands of Vader and his cruelty. So why didn't they have the bit where all the Inquisitors show up and have like a big fucking ruckus between Obi-Wan and these Inquisitors? Because there was about 3 or 4 of them left, and they're like, get behind me, my lord. And he's like, oh, I'm fine. And he falls over, and then they're like, psh, and they all fucking get there and they all have a big fucking Barney. But Obi-Wan loses because he would have to at that point. I don't think he'd be good enough to take on all of them at the one time. But could have been an awesome choreographed, massive lightsaber battle to finish it. Obi-Wan gets fucking beat. He gets fucking cut up. He manages to slow them down enough to make it to his ship to escape back to Tatooine. But we didn't get that. He just goes, aye, alright then, and leaves. Fucking hell, man. It's fucking poo. It's poo! So, and then it's Reva trying to get Luke, and she chases Luke into the fucking desert, and then pushes him over with force push. Presses X, force push. And then he falls asleep. And then she goes to kill him and can't do it, and then becomes a good guy. Everyone suspected that. I suspected that was going to happen, and that's what happened. And then she has a wee heart-to-heart with Obi-Wan, who should have cut her down. Should have said, look, good for you for not killing the boy, but what you've done, you need to answer for. And the Jedi would kill Sith. They don't let them live, even if they... I'm sure Sith have regrets as well. Don't want to kill fucking everybody. I mean, their passion is their strength, and passion can lead you to do stupid things, but I'm sure plenty of Sith have killed folk and went, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That was a bit of a farting brain fart move, that, wasn't it? So it should have just have been Obi-Wan going, but fuck you, cut her in half or something. But no, she's alive, and she'll probably become like a grey Jedi or something like that. I don't know specifically, but so that was the end of Obi-Wan. Fucking Liam Neeson showed up for 5 seconds as Qui-Gon Jinn, which I thought was going to happen in the first episode, which it probably fucking should have happened. And he's like, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan, you fucking fanny. Look at the state of you. You smell of shite. Won't get a shower and a pint of Guinness, you wee cunt. That didn't happen, but it should have. I don't know why he was laughing like Santa Claus. Santa Claus after he had a fucking 6 kilos of crack cocaine shoved up his arse. Brilliant. Anyway, I hated this. Don't make any more, Disney. I hope the Ahsoka fucking thing's good. I hope the animated Jedi series is good. I hope there's no more Boba Fett either. So no more of this. Whatever this was, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-Wanker Jobby. No more fucking bollocks of Boba Fett. Give us more Mando, and I'd even cut down any more TV series. I don't need an Ahsoka TV series. Just have her be in the Mandalorian. Fuck's sake. What's going to be next? Is Grogu going to get his own series? Or the Jawas that fucking stole... Fuck you, virus protection. The Jawas that stole Obi-Wan Kenobi's cooker? Is the cooker going to get its own backstory? Its own 6 episodes of nothing? Yes, so that's my thoughts. If you listen to this whole video, God help you. Thank you though, but God fucking help you. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.